Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we've got a civil war brewing again. This is Sami's Amatuni, and we are going to maybe try to make friends with him. I mean, that's fairly expensive. His corruption isn't very high. He doesn't have an office. Okay. What other options do we have here? Well, nothing, really. The Civil War will break out in 21 months. We'll try to make friends with him. We'll see how that goes. We do need a new wife, and maybe an Amatuni would be okay. We're going to spend the gold on her. And actually, that did the trick. Beautiful. Now, we're in debt. And we're also in political influence debt right now. Far too vulgar. Excellent. We're not going to try very hard to make friends with him. Let me put it that way. So there are these guys up here. We'll have to deal with that. I think we're going to... We'll actually pay these prices. We're going to send the Legion up over this way. Now the barbs are gone, but we need to reconquer this territory. Okay. So with us in debt right now, that's not helping our stability, for sure. I do think that we should, for the time being, bump up to default taxation. And we should make sure that our fort maintenance is on minimum. That'll boost up our treasury amount quite a bit and mean that we have fewer ticks in debt. That is going to be necessary. I also want to check over here. I want to build to Navy, but of course we can't. So we're going to instead split off some number of these. And in fact, we're going to split off 5 of them. And then these are going to come over here. And this will, of course, be for transporting around our engineer unit. So they'll get in position here. Bad planning? Okay. Morale of armies minus 10% isn't super helpful, but that does get us out of debt. And it's only 5 years. So that's fine. So we're going to group these guys on together. And they are going to come up over here and land in Olbia. So we're then going to go on to road build. And we're going to build road down along that coast. Cool. There's also some stuff up over here that I would like to do some road build to. Oh, our stability went up. So I'm actually going to move these guys, like, over to here. Okay. There'll need to be road build down here eventually, but with that being an exclave, maybe we're not super interested in it at this exact moment. Now, I am interested in thinking about war. It's been a little bit. We do have some disloyal provinces still, and we're going to have Bosporanium rebelling in 17 months, as well as Paphlagonia Inferioris. So that's definitely something to think about. To the point where we're going to take this legion and have them chill, like, up here for the time being. And actually, this is all fine. They can chill here, I suppose. So we're going to have this rebel. So actually, these guys should come over here. Yes, they can sit there. And then we're also going to have this rebel. So we should sit here. A small amount of attrition there should be acceptable. Okay. Crisis in the Western Roman dictatorship, huh? Not that big of a crisis. We're going to come up over here and road build like so. And then we're going to come down over this way and connect all of that all up. Kind of an awkward connection there, if I'm honest. We'll do it like that. Okay. And then I want to check over this direction. Yeah, this'll do for now. Cool. Okay, so these rebellions are going to be happening fairly shortly. Our army maintenance is... Well, actually, why are we at 17 gold per month right now? It feels like we should be a little bit better than that at this moment. A Roman freeman in Rome is going to move over here, huh? Yeah, strike the earth. Do it. Okay, so we can build a farming settlement. In fact, we can build 2 of those. Let's go ahead and build 1. That'll be great. Kang is now a city. Beautiful. Okay, so what's going on with the Western Roman dictatorship here? Not a whole lot is the answer. 1107, 12726, 5992, 6309, 5990. Okay. So this is going reasonably well. We've got kind of our double axis of powers here. So we do need a new martial researcher. Sadly, that was our 140% guy, and we're replacing him with a 90% guy. It's not as good. For sure. It is definitely not as good. These rebellions are going to be in 7 months. And that's completely fine. We're going to have no real problem with them. Once these guys are done here, we can colonize in either Ish or Yotor. Neither of these really matter. We're going to go for Ish at this moment. That'll be fine. Cool. So this road construction over here will finish up. And then we're going to have these guys turn around, and we're going to have them park, like, somewhere in maybe, like, Vel. 4 months until the rebellion, so that'll be fine. Go park in Vel. Excellent. Now, this is going on over here. That's fine. We're not too concerned about that at this exact moment. Guided by Ahura Mazda, huh? This is going to actually offset the morale loss that we just got. So that's what we'll do. It keeps us negative in the political influence for right now, which is sad. But we're going to make our way up over this way. 2 months until the rebellion. Should be okay. Excellent. I also would like to get our second farming settlement building in Salavi, and so we shall. And look at that. Our treasury is back to where I expect it to be. Okay. I'm not sure what the difference is there, but okay. And there's Bosporanium rebelling, as well as Sesamos. So those are 2 separate rebellions. We're going to walk in over here and siege that down. And we're going to walk in over here, like so. Yeah, these are black flagged for the moment. Fully expected. No problem there. But right now, the Legion here... Which one's the Legion? This one's the Legion. Okay. For right now, they're going to back off to Gonka, and we're just going to siege this. We are, of course, sieging here as well. These guys, I'm guessing, are heading south. Yes, that's fine. The 4th Navy is black flagged, and they should probably just head back over to, like, here. That'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. So these guys are going to come down over here. They'll run into this fort here, and they'll have to siege that. They're not going to be able to walk past that, so this should be fine. Behind this, there's another rebellion in 49 months. We did win this siege. And the question is this going to cap everything here? The answer is no, they have a Legion, but the Legion is walking out. And so this is going to cap. Beautiful. So this war is over. There we go. And do we want to lose the culture happiness? Not really. So we're going to go for the AE, even though we don't have any to lose. These guys are going to head down to their station point for now. These guys are going to head down to their station point. And we'll have these just pop over to here. Excellent. Okay, Civic advances. And we actually won this siege already, too. That was very quick. So we can put in another innovation here. This is, of course, in the oratory tree. We are heading down towards scientific patronage and sponsored research. So for now, we need both selective immunity and administrative patronage. It doesn't really matter which we go for. They'll both reduce monthly corruption by a small amount, and it doesn't really matter because we don't actually have much corruption right now. Well, actually, Is that corruption on, like, everybody? I don't know. Well, we're going to call down Zeraster and convert 5 more pops. Nice. Now, I am definitely interested in attacking Sequania. Like I said, though, the go signal is when they link this up, which they haven't done yet. Makes me sad, but they will eventually. Now, we need to walk down here and defeat this force. They never actually came down over here. Oh, now they're going. So this is going to auto-cap. And that will end the war. Perfect. We don't lose anything for taking the popularity, so this time we will. Okay, and then we'll just head back to our station point. So there's those 2 rebellions dealt with. Next up is another rebellion in a while, but I do want to check here. Yeah, these should be on cultural assimilation. We don't have enough to put both of them on cultural assimilation, sadly. These guys would be best on cultural assimilation, but how are they doing on that? Poorly. Okay, fair enough. I mean, the religious conversion will be ongoing, right? So that'll be fine. What's going on over here? Some migration. Okay. Well, we can colonize this territory, and so we shall. Wonder where they're going to end up. Maybe like over here? Over here? Either way, it's easier for us to conquer than it is for us to colonize, so that's fine. Although colonization is probably better in the long run. We're going to grab administrative patronage next, of course, and then military will be the next one. And then down to scientific and sponsored research. So we only need 3 more advancements over here. Marshall is going to be advancing soon. And then after that is oratory again, but it's not going to be done until 668, so like 10 years. That's a lot. Now, this guy is unhappy about being told that he has to pay for that, but it's actually Khosroud Polypershid who is upsetty in his spaghetti right now, so we will go ahead and just bribe him. No problem. We do not want a civil war at this moment, or really any moment. Okay, this is some pretty solid research. So we'll grab that. We're 118%. We might need to grab bookbinding at some point in the near future. The Mauryan Civil War has ended. If we need to grab this, that means, of course, that we need a total of 4 advances to fill this all out. What are we going to go for after this? Because we're actually getting pretty close to finishing that up. Maybe working our way down the taxes tree over here. I mean, we don't really need it, but it would be okay. Oh, we can build a mine. We definitely should do so. The migration is arriving over here now, so let's see where they decide to settle. Eventually. We've got 22 months until our rebellion here. There's their migration. Okay, so they're just chilling here. Cool. We're fine with this. No problem whatsoever. Oh, it's gone. And they're here. Okay. Interesting choices. So our king has cancer. That's not the end of the world. We don't really like this king. But we should probably take a look at our heir. At least he has children. Okay. That's a step in the right direction. Beautiful. So, that's declining and declining here. So we do have multiple disloyal provinces still. We need to be a little careful about continuing to expand, but I'm definitely interested in more expansion. These guys over here do mean that eventually, if they ever settle down, eventually, ooh, I would rather have the population growth. Okay. Eventually, we're going to be able to conquer these territories, and that will be faster than settling. But I do think that the colonization means that we would be more secure, less likely to rebel. So it's kind of a trade-off, right? But there's our martial advance. Excellent. We are, of course, still working our way down here. There we go. Excellent. And that's not that big of a deal over here. Okay. So yeah, I think we do need to figure out where we're going next. Taxes might not be the worst thing to go for. Or we could go for culture happiness, which might actually be better. So we could come over this way. Look for, like, exported drama. Research efficiency, maybe. Global monthly food modifier wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah. Manpower down this way, of course. We're fine on manpower for the moment. I'm not concerned about manpower. There's some options, for sure. I think maybe going down the tax route might be the way to go. We're paused, though, and we shouldn't be. That's because of this guy. This guy's being a jerk. And we're going to take some of it. Fantastic. We're also going to use it on building a foundry in Camisa. Perfect. So it looks like they're deciding to settle around here. That's okay. They can do that. We're still paused. Yeah, this seems fine. Rome being existent over here is, you know, less fine. We would love to take this. That's a bit of a long shot right now. We'll get there eventually. We're definitely growing more and more powerful all the time. And our tech is improving remarkably well. Like, we're doing extraordinarily well technologically. We're currently 63 years ahead of time in martial advances. Like, that's a big deal. Oh, this is interesting. So we might be able to go after these guys. Their migration is still happening. There was a civil war in Egypt, apparently. But they're still migrating over this way. We're going to let that settle a bit and see how this ends up. But we're probably going to look at attacking Sequania and these guys over here. And eventually Dahai. That will definitely be a thing that we're going to go after. But right now, that's not really an option. That would also give us borders with Moria, which would mean that we would have borders with all three big boys, and that's a little spooky. So, I don't know. Maybe not. Yes, come on in. Couple of tribesmen. Beautiful. All we want right now is pops. We'll get them converted. We'll get them culturally assimilated. It's okay. We can colonize over here, and so we shall. Literally the only thing we want is pops. That's the whole thing. Okay, so foundries are starting to run out of efficiency to some degree. Libraries are perhaps even better right now. 0.22, 0.2, 0.2. And foundries, once we have enough to build one in the next month tick, we'll take a look at. We'll come back to that discussion. We might be better off building libraries right now. We need to think about it. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty promising for us right now. Of course, Ormelia is also somewhere else, right? Okay, that's stability. That's nice. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the foundries here. Yeah, this is less, although we do get taxation from it as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to build this one in Chemus, because I do want that taxation. Libraries do not generate taxation after. Now, this province is about to rebel, and we will send these lads over to deal with it. It's literally only the one place here. So that's fine. 4 months. Sounds good. So over we head. No problem whatsoever there. Quite a lot filling in over this way. That's fine. We've also gotten quite a lot over here. Excellent. We've managed to maintain decent relations with Rome, shockingly. In fact, I'm going to improve relations with Rome. And also the Seleucid Empire, I think, in a bit. Yeah, we don't need it right now. Okay, there's that War of Independence. No problem. We did lose a governor, and we'll have this guy flogged. Excellent. Okay, in we go. They only have the one province, so this is no problem. We win that, and as soon as this siege is over, the rebellion is as well. Great. That'll be fine. So these two are going to be quite a long time away. 0.04 and 0.07. Now they're 95% Zoroastrian and 47% Armenian. The governor policy is actually causing some issues here. We could put them onto cultural assimilation, but I actually think we might be better off with harsh treatment or perhaps local autonomy. Let's try local autonomy and see if that boosts it up enough. Yeah, there's some barbs. That's not super shocking. They're up over here. But let's go ahead and allow this month tick to happen and see what happens here. Okay, so in that case, we really should be on harsh treatment. Got it. Okay, and then this one down here should also be on harsh treatment for the time being. Yes. Now this one is also trending downwards. Honestly, I think we'll be okay there. That's going to be a very long time. So that's fine. We're going to finish up this siege here, and there it is. We will sue for peace and take this. There we go. We would lose culture happiness, so we're going to try to lose as little as possible, and we're going to head on over. Cool. Now these barbs are being total jerks, but that's fine. They can do that. That is, after all, their prerogative. And yeah, this one is going to be a very long time before that's done. A very, very long time. Now, what's the primary unhappiness here? Freeman? Slave? Yeah, fair enough. Like, the slave happiness here is not necessarily great. Not necessarily great at all. Fair enough. Okay. I mean, slave happiness is definitely something that we want to work on. Which is one of the reasons why I'm potentially interested in... Well, this is mostly about army morale recovery and national manpower down this way. Pop conversion speed, integrated culture happiness is nice. Pop conversion and pop conversion speed. But honestly, I feel like this is not necessary because Zoroaster is so powerful. He is so powerful. So I really don't think this is super necessary. Now we could go for like unintegrated culture happiness here. Slave output. Tribesman output. Honestly, I think this is the way that we go. We go for the output over this way and the pop assimilation speed and the cultural integration speed. And all of this output. I think that's the way to go. Okay, so there's that decision. Hopefully I remember it. We do need a new marriage, and we'll go for this person. Excellent. We can colonize over here in Yator, and so we shall. And we also need a new master of the guard. This guy goes in. We can also colonize over here now. Cool. And there we go. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to work on getting our internal stability a lot more stable. Things are looking good, but they're not perfect yet. And we're also going to start thinking really seriously about expansion over here. For now, though, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Amatunid troops. Ugh, disgusting. But we're going to call down Zoroaster. Beautiful. Ah, all is right in the world. See you all next time.